Mason just showed up and he didn't bring exactly what I thought we needed for these corbels, so we're in a last minute crunch because the countertops are coming this afternoon. I don't know if that's gonna.
Well, if it's sitting on here,
yeah,
it's still gonna have a lot more.
It's gonna have that. I just don't know. They wanted it to stick out 10 inches, so I think we're gonna lose this much.
Well, this is 10 inches this way.
Yeah, but then we're gonna lose the inch and a half or 2 inches. It kind of put us into a tight spot.
Welcome to Hiner Outdoor Living. We're a team of yardists taking boring, cookie-cutter yards and transforming them into one-of-a-kind backyard retreats. Join us as we bring quality, passion, and fun to yards all across the Colorado Front Range, inspiring life outside.
We are currently headed to another project to meet up with Omar. The concrete guys are going to be at Reber's later today, and so we're going to need to move all the guys to another project. We've got one that we're getting to the final stages of punch list items and getting some of those final touches ready, and so it's a perfect opportunity to kind of bounce back over here because our subs have finished up with the pergola and the outdoor kitchen pieces, and so we're gonna meet up with Omar and go over all the things that need to happen on this one, so he's ready for that once we got to pull off of the Reber project. This project is really neat because it actually showcases a lot of the features that we do in a really small space. Starting with right behind me, we'll have a fire bowl. This fire bowl in particular isn't going to be necessarily for, congregating and hanging out around. It's mainly for aesthetics. A good outdoor living space has some sort of form of water that you can get into. So a hot tub just makes a lot more sense being here in Colorado Springs. What started the conversations with these homeowners was this patio was just too hot to enjoy. And so we needed to come up with some sort of a shade structure. We looked at different options from a covered roof to pergola. We were able to come up with a unique design where the beams kind of really help frame this area, and then the secondary part of the pergola over there really extends it that way, created more shade, but then it really helped tell the user we do have two different areas that we're going to enjoy. One of the things that they asked for was the sound of water. This is going to be a nice addition because we've got the 3 even water meters, and so this is just going to be a nice balanced addition. It's centered in on this space, so it creates a beautiful focal point to where people can look at this and get the sounds, and that's just going to be the white noise that will drown out the sounds of passing by cars or planes. What I like about this kitchen in particular is we've got this nice L-shaped design. So over here we've got tons of space to put things. They'll be able to have plenty of storage underneath, but then we've got the raised bar top on the other side. So that way, while the chef is cooking, then you've got your friends and your guests sitting at the bar top while you're entertaining. We're about 90% done with this project, but like I always tell my guys, we're only halfway there. The devil is in the details, and I want to make sure that our projects shine when we're done, and so we've got a solid checklist of everything that needs to happen for this space to be complete. This needs to be taken to the finish line.
Yeah.
So we'll probably want like a couple layers of like some 2 to 4, and then just cover it with the beach pebble. Because sometimes when it hits this, it just splashes. But if you just put a little bit of filter media, it'll hit that and it'll kind of, we'll still get the sound, but it'll keep it clean, and that'll prevent it from splashing everywhere. Countertops should be today. I have not gotten a call from them, but I'm gonna double check. And then electrician needs to come out. I've got these lights, they're at the office. We're gonna replace all these lights. Okay. So that's the electrician because that's high voltage. We need to install some metal corbels underneath here for some added structural stability. And I wanted to maximize the knee space under here. So we'll just have something that's gonna be a real thin profile that's gonna stick down into this and then just come out over this direction. Should be real clean and look really nice. Well, it asks for a 3.5 inch minimum. And then they actually want a 2.5 inch minimum on the bottom. Okay. So let me call Randy real quick.
Eat it all out.
So I'm headed there right now.
Okay.
You gonna be there for a minute?
Yeah, I can be here.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there in about 15 minutes.
All right, sweet. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.
I gotta go back to River. See you guys.
Say hi to Jesus, the concrete guy, for me.
Bye.
Thanks, Omar. It's gonna have that. I just don't know. They wanted it to stick out 10 inches, so I think we're gonna lose this much.
Well, this is 10 inches this way.
Yeah, but then we're gonna lose the inch and a half or 2 inches. Hopefully that's enough for him,
I don't see why it shouldn't.
It kind of put us into a tight spot. Yeah, my big thing is I just didn't want to really see it because normally they talked about they
Yeah, if you
usually
do
have
it
like a
this way,
quarter
then
inch thick.
you really won't see it.
Yeah, they normally have like a 1/4 inch thick piece of metal coming out for
Oh,
their
really?
corbels. Yeah. I was almost just wondering if we had like just like a 1/4 inch piece that we literally just bend at a 90, stick it down, fill it with some mud.
Yeah.
Chuck, what are you doing? Do you have access to welding stuff at your school? I got a little bit of an emergency that just popped on my head, just seeing if I could throw out a lifeline. I'll draw it up real quick. It's basically just 1/4 inch steel sticking down 7 inches one way and then protruding out 12 inches at a 90-degree angle.
Like a bracket?
Yeah, just basically a bracket.
Oh, you're using those big fancy words, bro. I'm just a dumbass welder. Come on, man. Corbels and things like that.
Corbels. Okay, yeah, I'm basically a hidden bracket for.
There you go. Yeah, 'cause come on, man. You know I was an infantry guy in the army. You know, point and shoot, and I'm a welder. Come on.
All right, that was intense. The countertop guys, when we talked to them, said that they do the corbels and that kind of stuff. But then when it came out to measure, he dropped on me that they won't do the corbels because they're not used to working with the concrete. So that kind of put us in a last-minute pinch. I think we've got a plan. We've got just enough time to run out to the Reber project and take a look at what Omar's got going on and answer a few questions out there. In the meantime, I think Chuck, our fabricator, is gonna make some brackets for us to drop in there. Countertop people are coming, and they gave me a window of 1 to 3. It's 11 o'clock right now, so let's go see if we can pull this off. You know, if it's subtle, you'll have like an invisible line that you won't see, where the water will go that way if it hits here, but if it goes 2 inches this way, it's gonna hit that, that way.
Yeah, I think it's like.
And then I'll have to do the same thing here going around this.
Yeah.
If we got potentially a lot of water that might hit the back side of this, and if we've got our water feature coming like this, the last thing we want is for it to either wash out onto the patio or just build up and like literally have like a.
I mean, where?
I would say we need like a
can,
surface drain.
Yeah.
And then we would just take that, and then we'd have to like either take that through that way and then bring it out, or to go through the patio.
Yeah. So we can just lay the pipe and have it there. And
But now's the time to think through it.
yeah, you can see we have the first fall in here. It's really nice. So the water is gonna fall here, twist real quick in here, and this is gonna be another fall that we're gonna create a nice texture. It has a nice lightness in here, and what I also wanted in this application is to have this type of shape. It's kind of like a triangle shape that I can utilize. I can utilize the same boulder twice in two waterfalls, and it will give me this hard turn that I'm looking for in this particular application. The benefit of using fewer rocks is that first we have a really tight space, and second, the fewer rocks you use, the more natural it's gonna look. When you start stacking too many rocks pile up together, it doesn't look too natural. So that's what I'm looking for when I take this kind of size.
It's concrete day. We got our friends at Kane Concrete here, and they are setting up the forms and pouring a little bit later. This is when all of the base prep and everything that we had to do underground needs to be done, because there's no turning back. Once we have the concrete in, we really are off to the races to start getting the rest of this project done. This is phase 1 of 2 phases that we're gonna need to pour, so stay tuned as you see this come together, because next week we'll be back to finish out the rest of the concrete and take this project to the final stretch.
A 1/4 inch long on each end. I can cut them off and make them exact if you need them. If not, we can leave them at a little bit longer.
No, 1/4 inch will be fine. Just grind it so it's smooth because, you know, I don't want a knee getting caught on it and getting cut or something on the other side.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't give you something like that.
I didn't think so.
When you pull into the college, call me and I'll guide you in so you don't have to walk anywhere. Hey man, you here?
I think so. Yeah, I'm right by the automotive service technology.
Okay, hang on. Hey, yeah, you see the stop sign?
Oh yeah, up ahead.
Keep driving straight.
You got it.
Yeah, just here. Hang on a second. Hang on. Yep. Okay, just walked out.
I see you.
Yeah, park up here by the stop sign.
Got him. So this will stick in, then it'll hang over. Now back to the job site to get this to the mason and hopefully beat the countertop. It's not always what you know, it's who you know.
To give you guys a heads up about, we have a 1 to 3 show up time for you guys.
Yes.
The outdoor barbecue. Looks like we're going to be a little closer to the 3 before we can get there.
All right, that's gonna work out great because I am pulling up to the job site with those Corbels right now. So those will be installed and ready to go before you get there.
Oh, awesome.
All
Perfect.
right. Oh man, that feels good. That was Planet Granite. They gave us a window of 1 to 3. They just said they'll be there closer to 3. I had a hunch Friday afternoon. Didn't want to bank on that, but we got it. So we're almost back to the job site now. So woohoo, we did it. Here's what we just had made in the last couple hours. This will sit in here and go down. We'll fill this hole with concrete, and he's got this already notched. So that'll just sit right in there, coming out. It's planting day. It is the most exciting day on our project builds because this is what the biggest difference is between an indoor living space and an outdoor living space. This is when you get to see all of these design ideas really come together.
Because it'd be nice to put those roses in here on both sides.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted them next to the pergola. We chose these specific plants, especially like the chartreuse color, the lime colored leaves here. We wanted to sort of contrast all the dark materials, the dark stucco, the dark pergola, and brighten it up with some plants with different colors. We have some roses, bright red, big bloomed roses that are gonna be a really great contrast, add a lot of pop of color to this. As well, softening everything up. There's a lot of hardscape in this landscape, so we're softening it up with a lot of grasses, foreground grasses and background grasses.
I wouldn't go.
I don't want to go too far because I don't want to take away from up there either.
So I think this is good.
I'm gonna have one outstanding item when we're all said and done, and that's just because our cabinet drawers are super back ordered with COVID still being a thing. We've got a stainless steel shortage at one of our suppliers. So we'll get that wrapped up when those come in, but for the most part, they're gonna be ready for a party in hopefully 2 weeks.